Nitro Kid 98 here today, guys. I'm gonna be doing a quick video showing you how to change the transmission fluid in your 428 Eclipse manual transmission. And if I remember correctly, this goes the same way for the Neon. I know there was a different, I think it's the same for the Hydro. I don't know about the cable one. I know there's a couple small differences with that NVT 350, but everything else should be the same. And I want to just go ahead and real quick, guys, let y'all know, hey, this is where the car stays. This is why you haven't been seeing it in a lot of videos. This has been here about 2 months now. I keep it here because I have a truck and a trailer. This is actually the drag strip I run out. And I say I got a truck and trailer, so I keep it here. If I blow it up and stuff, I got a way to keep it secure, and I ain't got to worry about trying to get it home. This is a drag strip I run out. This is Farmington Dragway. You've seen the videos. They got shops. Like I say, I rent this one just so I ain't got to worry about, you know, having to get a tow truck, because it's about a good hour drive from the house. So if I happen to blow up, you know, that's going to be a pretty expensive tow bill. Okay, real quick, we're going to start with the fill plug on this one, of where you would find the fill plug. And the fill plug is right down there. If you can see this little, I'm gonna turn this tab around. This little tab right down there. This guy right here. That's your fill plug. You're gonna need those pliers to get that loose. And another tool you're gonna need to fill it up is a funnel with a hose on it. This is just one I've made from some scrap around the shop. You can go to Walmart or AutoZone, pick one up with a hose already on it. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this out. The reason I'm doing this first is to get all the air to where it can just go through and it gets all the fluid out the first try. So go ahead and take your pliers, pull it out, and there's your plug. That's gonna be what it looks like. You probably could do it without pliers if you want 2 hands, but since I'm videoing, that's not gonna be able to be done. You're gonna come under the car, ignore the oil on the ground, accidentally bump the tray or the pan. When I did that, I made a mess. And here, right here, let me get you in there real good. This is your drain plug. This is where you're gonna take out to do the draining of the transmission fluid. Go ahead and pull that. It's a 15mm socket. Go ahead and just wrench that off, or ratchet that off. Kind of move my tray again. It's not really easy doing one-handed, guys. I'm trying to video with my phone and do this at the same time, so just work with me. Probably not gonna be one of my better quality videos, but okay. Kind of got this tray where I think this is gonna go. I think the subframe's gonna catch the majority of it, if I remember correctly last time I drained it. Yep, subframe gets most of it. And that's ATF plus 4 that just came out of my transmission. So y'all know now that I'm actually running ATF plus 4. I'm not just bullshitting, trying to, you know, get on somewhere and you know, act like I know everything. I literally run ATF plus 4 in my transmission. Nice, pretty red, has a distinctive smell to it that you're just not gonna get anywhere else. Kind of like cat piss. They're gonna be pissed at me, this drag strip. We got shit everywhere. And basically what you're gonna do is you're gonna let it all drain out. I'm gonna let this drain for quite some time, so I'm not gonna actually do the video of me filling it up, but I'm gonna show you how I would go about filling it up real quick. What you're gonna do, you're basically gonna come up here, and where the hole is down there for your fill plug, take your funnel and your hose, and I just sit it down in that hole. Let me find it with my finger. Let's see. Well, my hose will cooperate. I'm having hose problems. Okay, hold on a minute. I got oil all over my hands, so I can't really grip anything. Let's see. As you can see, that right there now is fed into the transmission. Let me get you down there. See, it is fed into the transmission. Basically, sit your hose up or your funnel up somewhere. If you got 2 hands, you can hold it. I don't, and like I said, that's why I'm not going to do it with while videoing. But basically, after that, just put 2.1 quarts in it, guys, and you're ready to go. I let the car idle for a second. Let everything kind of get a little warm before I do it, which is the transmission. I don't think it's really going to affect it that much because the ATF plus 4, like I say, it's got friction modifier stuff in it. It's made to keep that transmission completely safe. And so far, I've had no problems with it. Like I say, I've had that in this car for, well, it's all I've ever ran in them. And I've probably made 6 extremely hard passes, and that transmission fluid came out completely clean. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and show y'all me putting the transmission fluid in it. I'm going to do my best. Drain plug started. So it'll be a butt. There we go. Just fill your drain plug back in, or your fill plug. Drain plug, I'm sorry. Your drain plug back in. I haven't slept all night, so I'm a little tired. Had some things to do. I'm working on getting another computer up running so I can start doing videos like this more often, so I can start and stop and get my editing software back up. But I keep melting down laptops, so I finally got a desktop I bought from a buddy, but it's just not quite up to par yet. Just tighten your drain plug. Do not over tighten this. Just about a little snug and call it a day on that. Now, here's gonna be the hard part for me. Trying not to make a mess in the engine bay. Put this funnel, I'm gonna wedge it over here between the intercooler piping. Let's see if I can get this harness out of the way. I can get this to work. Okay. That ought to be secure right there. And if you didn't, just to prove that I'm putting ATF plus 4 in my car, for all y'all don't want to argue, I know there's probably gonna be somebody gets on here, a troll. Oh, you dumbass, your transmission's gonna go out of hell. My transmission's gonna run better than a gear-old transmission. Just pour it in there. Kind of watch the hose down here. Don't let it back up. So you can see it running through the hose right there. Just be slow and patient with it. Just take your time. Now, honestly, I cannot tell you the recommended service intervals for this. I would probably do it every 3 oil changes. Honestly, if you got a car with a couple 100,000 miles on it and, a woman or older person drove it, and I mean, not knocking on women, I'm not, but honestly, it's probably never had the transmission fluid changed. So, whether it actually hurts to change it, not change it or not, I don't know. It's a little different than transmission or engine oil for the fact that it doesn't have blow-by, getting carbon in it. Because that's what makes your oil actually black, is the blow-by around the piston rings, the carbon. It gets down in the motor oil and turns it black. Grab your other quarts. And I already pre-opened these, so if I decided to pour them during the video, which I have, I wouldn't have to worry about trying to force it up. Just pour it in there. Like I say, just be a little patient with it. At the end of it, you're going to want to hold the funnel up. Go ahead and drain the rest that's in that line down there. But otherwise, this is pretty much all there is to it. And like I say, it takes 2.1. You're not going to see me put a 0.1 in it because I didn't let it sit here and fully drain like I said I was going to. So the 0.1 should not be an issue. And I'm probably going to do test and tune tomorrow, beat it to death, and then change the transmission fluid again. Just make sure I flush out anything that was in there. Then again, what came out looked extremely beautiful. So, but anyways, guys, that's how you change your transmission fluid in your 428 Eclipse NVT 350. Nitro Kid, don't forget to like, subscribe.